It's not enough to have the vision of the future that we're wanting to navigate towards. We also need to understand what is it that is keeping us where we are.
Welcome to Leading Transformational Change, Episode 8. Many organizations experience that their vision statements and their processes don't lead to desired results. Today we got a question from a leader. How can our vision lead to transformation?
So, as we said in the last episode, the vision should focus and shift the eyes and the focus of the organization to the future. But as you said, so many times that might not happen. And I think the reason is that we need to understand that it's not enough to have the vision of the future that we're wanting to navigate towards. We also need to understand what is it that is keeping us where we are. Marshall Goldsmith, a coach to CEOs and a writer, he wrote a book called What Brought You Here Might Not Get You There. And I think that concept is so powerful for organizations as well, that what took us to where we are today, what underpins our culture today might not be the things that will take us into the future.
But how can leaders move towards the vision?
So what I think they need to do first is that they need to start looking into what is it in our culture today, what are the beliefs and the values and the assumptions that underpin our culture today, and especially looking at the history and the stories of the organization. Edgar H. Schein, really the guru of organizational culture, he said that culture is so hard to change because it is built on the tacit assumptions of what made us successful in the past. So first we need to understand that, and then we need to look into, so what is it that we would need to, what are the values and the beliefs and assumptions that would underpin that future that we want to navigate towards.
But how can they know which culture that should be, since they never experienced that before?
So I would really encourage, and like I said to a leader in a global nonprofit, to look around in your organization and see, are there places where this vision or this desired future is really lived out today, or where at least you can see some parts of it, and then look into what is it that is underpinning it there, what are the beliefs and assumptions there. And if you don't find it in your own organization, maybe even look to other organizations and get inspirations. But you have to know where you are, and you have to know what will underpin the future, otherwise you will not be able to go there.
Do you have any questions for our leaders?
Yeah, so I would like you to ask yourself both, what is it in our culture today that might be hindering us from moving to that future? And what is it in our culture that can empower us to move to that future? And what is it that we might be missing as an organization to be able to move towards that future? Please connect with me on LinkedIn, or comment or like or share, to join in this vision of a world in which organizations with a healthy heart can become the norm and not the exception.